calling her Mr. Right when she was the Bachelorette. Now she's gone on to be a television correspondent and author whose new novel, Real Love, gives us a glimpse into what it's like to search for true love on a reality dating show. Please welcome Rachel Lindsay.
Great audience.
Oh my gosh, we love our audience. There's so much energy. I want to say you look absolutely stunningly beautiful.
Thank you. And so do you.
Thank you, but I can see why all those the bachelors were going crazy over you on the show. You are so you never stop working.
No.
You are so busy, and especially now because it is award season. The Oscars are coming up. So for you, what's it like preparing for the Oscars?
It's like school again. It's homework.
Really?
That's what people don't see. They don't see the side where you have to do all the research and find out, watch the movies. I mean, I guess that's fun. We watch the movies, I do all the research, the background, look into social, but yeah, it's a lot of work to prepare for it, but I mean, it's fun.
You know, it's so funny because normally you used to getting, you know, like correspondence that you just see on TV, but you are also a star in your own right. So when you are, because we watched you and we supported Rachel Lindsay when she was the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
So, you know, you had covered the SAG Awards.
Yes.
And I heard that the stars of The White Lotus were fan crushing on you. We got this clip. Take a look.
You guys, she was the Bachelorette.
They're like, what's that? They're like, what's
You know
that?
he loves.
I love so like you were the Bachelorette.
Yes.
The Bachelorette.
Wow, best case scenario. Really.
You didn't watch her season?
Which season was it?
It was my favorite. What number was it?
13?
Oh.
Okay, I got into it later.
That's okay.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm
more
still
recent...
married to my guy.
Wow,
Oh,
a success story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometime it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite season ever.
Thank you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
She was the best Bachelorette to ever walk the
I mean,
earth.
I don't want to brag, but I was.
You deserve this.
Thank you.
I love this because I know in your mind you're like, we got to get back to you. Does this happen a lot?
More than you would think.
Yeah.
Which it's always shocking to me because I'm like, no, I'm here to celebrate you and
Right.
uplift you. And then you're giving me praise. It'll never get old. I do love it. But I'm always like, you watched me on the show? You watched the show? But I mean, I'm a fan of reality TV, so it makes sense that they watch it too.
Okay, so during the red carpet, I know I did the red carpet one time for the Oscars, and so many people came by. I was so starstruck. Is there anybody that you're starstruck by when they, you know, come on the carpet?
Yes, and you're not gonna be shocked by this, but Brad Pitt.
Oh, girl, yes.
There is a real thing. There is a Brad. Look at my face. Look how goofy I look. Wouldn't we all be like that? I mean, I completely
There's
blacked
something
out
about
in the interview.
Brad Pitt.
What
do you think it is?
Right before he was coming up to interview with me, he took a sip of water and he just looked at me, and he was so disarming. It was so simple, but there is something about the Brad Pitt effect. Sorry, Brian.
I know, that's when you gotta go, I'm married and I'm happy. I'm married and I'm happy.
He gets it.
Oh, gosh. Now, here's the thing. We all know you as a contestant on The Bachelorette. We loved you. We watched you. But you were also the first Black Bachelorette. Was it any... There we go. Now, being, you know, it's always the first. Was that a lot of pressure on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And gosh, I look at this picture and this seems like such a long time ago. It's like 6 years ago at this point. There was a lot of pressure. I knew that going in, you know, but it's also exciting and it's an honor to be the first.
Yeah.
And it's scary though, because everyone's looking at you, they're judging you. How is she gonna be? As if like my journey for love was gonna be different just because I was Black. But I knew that going in, and I'm fortunate enough that my dad was a first.
Okay.
And he, in his career, so I saw that example of how to handle it. But yeah, there was a lot of pressure, but good pressure too.
When I watched the show, John and I would watch it every week. We would watch you on there. And I said, she's got 25 men vying for her love. I could barely handle half a date, okay? Half a date. How did you juggle all of these men?
Sherri, how can you not? All these men were coming on my season for me. It was the most empowering thing. I loved it. I was in the driver's seat. You couldn't tell me anything. It was my season. These men were here for me. 25 boyfriends? Yes, please.
And they were at your beck and call. That's what we love. Now, you've been married, oh, wow, it's over 3 years to Brian Abasolo.
Yeah.
Over 3 years. And I remember when he came out that car, the chemistry was so hot between both of you.
Yeah.
So you guys met on The Bachelorette, but you said that it was Ashton Kutcher that helped you decide.
Yes.
What did he say?
So Ashton was on one of my first dates. It was a group date, and he came with his wife, Mila, and they're meeting all these men, and he looked, and he goes, your husband isn't in this room.
Ooh.
Your husband's not here. And I was like, wow, that's really profound. You just met them. You haven't known them 5 minutes. And then he said, whoever you choose should talk to you about love languages. And what he didn't know at the time is my first conversation with Brian, he had talked to me about love language, and he asked me what mine was, and he told me what his was, and he told me why it was important. And I thought, okay, this Ashton is onto something. And then he told me a book to read, and he was like, whoever you choose, you should read this together. So yeah, and he's like, ask important questions like their credit or if they have health insurance.
Yeah.
And I was like,
those are the questions.
You're right, that's important. Yeah.
And you got with Brian, and and it's so funny, I started following Brian. He's a chiropractor, and he's known as Dr. Abs.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so women, I mean, does it make you crazy when... Right here. Can I tell you? And no disrespect to the missus, but he could chiropractic on me anytime. I ain't telling you. But when women go crazy over him, like me, does it bother you at all?
Not at all. I know he looks good,
Okay.
and I know where he's coming home at night. Okay?
That's it?
But I love it. I love it. I'm always showing him off. And he's got a business to run, so it's good for business.
All right, then. Because I don't know where his office is, but I'm going to fly out there because my back is hurting. Woo, Lord. Well, so you are here. I want to congratulate you on your first novel, Real Love. Real Love. So I know that Real Love, it gives us an insight into dating on a reality TV show, but can you tell me more about the book?
Yeah, so I wrote a book last year, and it was about me. But fiction gives me the chance to explore a whole other side and kind of sprinkle some Easter eggs in of things that I was too afraid to put in my book of essays. But this explores the what if. I always wonder, what would it have been like if I had said no to going on The Bachelor, because it changed the entire trajectory of my life.
Right.
So the protagonist in this book says no to going on the reality TV, and she's loosely based off me.
Okay.
And then her friend says yes. So she sees her friend kind of have this life that she could have had while she sticks to the life plan because she's so afraid to step outside of the box, which I feel like we can all relate to.
Absolutely.
And so you see her struggle with that in love and life and career and all the things. Yeah.
Okay, this already sounds juicy. Do we have some sex in it?
Actually, yes.
Okay, you
yes.
do. All right.
Multiple times.
On my girls' trip. That's it. Yes. This is asking. Now, Brian promoted your memoir on his Instagram, and he was showing all of his abs. Look, he was showing his abs. Okay, so now, Real Love. How's he gonna top himself promoting it?
That's a good question. I don't know why I haven't given him the book to promote yet. We still have time, though. We still have time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something topless.
Maybe if he he's got to be topless, but maybe if he lays it on part of his stomach, maybe just rubs the book. I don't know, some champagne just rubs the book.
What y'all don't know is every time I see Sherri, she's always like, does Brian have a Colombian brother, cousin, something like that?
I do. Tell him put that book right there and just sprinkle baby oil on the book. Something. Oh my God, if he brings his Colombian uncle, I'll help him with some ideas. Girl, Rachel, I want to say thank you so much for being here. You're so busy. She finally took time out for me. Y'all, Real Love comes out tomorrow.